time to start tearing stuff out. As you can see, it's in nasty, thank you Steve, it's in nasty condition. It's rusty and nasty and things aren't in great shape. This floor is rotted and warped. It's a nightmare. This, in my opinion, is going to be the hardest part of this whole thing. Maybe not the most time consuming, but probably the hardest. Maybe replumbing everything with new stuff, that might be a pain too. But replacing this front floor is going to be a nightmare. So it's time to start getting into it. Right now, I'm at a spot where things could spiral out of control really quickly and easily. I'm trying to cut out the rotten parts while being strategic so that I'm leaving enough space in between supports so I can put in new boards, because there's only supports every once in a while. And this is where a lot of people end up seeing how nasty this stuff is and thinking they have to rip everything out, and then they get overwhelmed. So I'm really trying to be careful to just take out what's absolutely necessary to repair this. Most people follow basically the same process for replacing floor bits. You make a template out of cardboard and then you cut that out of plywood. That's what I'm doing, except I'm using a roll of paper instead of cardboard. This stuff is great. You should have a giant roll of paper. It has all kinds of uses. But in this case, I like it for the templates because you can see through it. You can see the edge perfectly. You can feel the edge perfectly. It's got some downsides, but it's nice and lightweight and big and easy, and it works pretty well. Okay, so at this point, you've got it all sketched out. It's easy to see, it's easy to feel, so much easier than cardboard. The big downside is once you cut it, you can't really test fit it because it's floppy. But it should be fairly accurate. I guess we'll find out. This is a perfect example of the kind of crap that sneaks up on you when you get into these. This is the front step of the original Airstream. At some point when it was wrecked or something, this was extremely damaged. Somebody jammed it back up in there. Like there's a step that's supposed to come out. Somebody jammed it back up in there. It is rusted solid, it is mangled, it is bent. At some point, it looks like somebody welded in a little piece of metal to help protect it. Maybe this was stock, I don't know. But the point is, it's flimsy. I can bend it with my fingers, and it's about a ½ inch below where the wood is. So if I just leave it like this, which I intend to do, I intend to just close all this off with aluminum. If I leave it like this, when you take your first step in here, it's gonna be mushy no matter what. So I'm gonna weld in some steel to reinforce this and bring it up to level. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and I'm not going to show my welds because they're going to be ugly as sin, but it will get it level at least. And so your first step will be solid. Just look how solid this floor is. I still need to put some screws in. You'll see some flex in the wood that'll go away once I get the screws in, but I am so happy with these results. And here we go. All of these chunks have been replaced. And that is it for replacing the floorboards. Once I get the screws in there, I can move on to other fun stuff. My wife has been cleaning the windows and disassembling some things, and she's getting ready to re-screen some stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna try to plow through these kind of boring parts like replacing wood and sanding and painting pretty quick so we can get to the cool custom stuff. But I appreciate you watching the videos. I like to share. Once again, if you want to support me, you can join my Patreon, link below. It supports stuff like this, but it also supports the gaming charity that I run, where we 3D print parts for people in need and send them out completely free. All right, I'll see you on the next video.